Good day, everyone. Good day, Doc Earl. We are Group 4 presenting you our topic, Google's Android operating system. My name is Hira Janine Armatulak with my members Almario, Avila, Rosas, De Leon, Lescano, and Navarro.
Google Android OS is a mobile operating system developed by Google, primarily designed for touchscreen devices like smartphones and tablets. Based on Linux kernel, it is open source, which allow developers and manufacturers to customize it freely. Android offers a user-friendly interface and seamless integration with Google services such as Gmail, Maps, and Play Store. It supports millions of apps and features strong multitasking and security capabilities. Due to its flexibility and availability across a wide range of devices, from phones to smartwatches and TVs, Android has become most widely used mobile operating systems in the world.
In 2003, Android Incorporation was founded by Andy Rubin and others to create an OS for digital camera, later pivoting to mobile phones. In 2005, Google acquired Android Incorporation and the team started working on that would become Android OS. In 2008, the first Android phone, the HTC Dream, launched with Android 1.0 featuring a touchscreen, Google Apps, and Android Market. In 2009 to 2012, Android evolved with versions like Cupcake 1.5, Froyo 2.2, Gingerbread 2.3, and Ice Cream Sandwich 4.0, improving speed, UI, and features like widgets and video recording. Android markets share grew rapidly. In 2013 to 2017, Android 4.4, KitKat, Lollipop 5.0, and Marshmallow 6.0 refined the OS. Focusing on performance and design by this time, Android was dominant mobile OS. In 2018 to 2021, Android 9 and later versions 10, 11, and 12 brought features like dark mode, gesture navigation, privacy control, and materials redesign. In 2012, Android 13 focused on personalization, privacy, and supporting foldable devices.
Moving on to the key features of Android operating system, this includes open source platform, customizable user interface, multitasking, Google Play Store, Google Assistant, security features, accessibility, Google Services integration, and development tools and support. The first key features of Android operating system is that it is an open source platform. Android is built on an open source Linux kernel, allowing developers to access the source code, modify it, and contribute to its development. This openness fosters innovation and collaboration within the ecosystem, Android ecosystem. Next is that it is a customizable user interface. Android provides users with the ability to customize their services, their devices, user interface, including wallpaper, themes, widgets, and launchers. Users can personalize their device to suit their preferences and style. This feature sets it apart from its closest competitor, which is the iOS. Next is multitasking. Android supports multitasking, allowing users to run multiple apps simultaneously or run apps all at the same time, switch between them seamlessly, and perform various tasks simultaneously. Users can also use split screen mode to view two apps side by side. Also, Android operating system has a marketplace called Google Play Store. Android users can access the Google Play Store, which offers a vast catalog of apps, games, movies, music, books, and more. The, the Play Store provides users a centralized platform to discover, download, and install content for their devices. Next is Google Assistant. So Android devices comes with Google Assistant, which is a virtual assistant powered by artificial intelligence. Google Assistant can perform various tasks answer questions, provide recommendations, and control smart home devices using voice commands. Next is security features. Android incorporates various security features to protect users' data and privacy. These features include app sandboxing, secure boot encrypted file systems, Google Play Protect, and regular security updates from device manufacturers. Next is accessibility. Android includes a wide range of accessibility features to accommodate users with disability or special needs. These features include screen readers, magnification gestures, color inversion, text to speech, and more. Next is Google Services integration. Android devices seamlessly integrate with Google services such as Gmail, Google, Google Maps, Google Drive, Google Photos, and others. This integration provides users access to a suite of productivity tools, communication services, and cloud storage options. Next and lastly is the development tools and support. So Android provides developers with comprehensive development tools, including Android Studio, the official integrated development environment or IDE for Android app development. Developers can also access extensive documentation, APIs, libraries, and resources to build high-quality apps for Android devices.
Next is Android OS hardware requirements. These are the common or basic requirements for an Android operating system to work. First up is the processor. ARM-based processor or compatible architectures. RAM at least 512 for older Android versions and 2 GB plus for modern Android. Internal storage must be a minimum of 4 GB for older versions, at least 16 GB recommendation for modern Android. And with a display touchscreen with at least 320 by 480 pixels resolution. And camera, it is optional but usually expected from front and to rear. And it should have sensors such as accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity sensor, ambient light sensor, and depending on the device class. And it should have the connectivity of Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, 4G or 5G support for mobile networks. And it should have a battery of lithium-ion, battery with good capacity of with a minimum of 1,500 milliamperes for smartphones. And with the GPU, lastly, the GPU, it is required for handling graphics. It's usually integrated with the processor.
So, here are the requirements what software an Android OS needs to actually work. First off, for Wi-Fi, it needs to be the newer kind like Wi-Fi 5 or even better. This makes the internet faster. And then, for security, there are a few big things. It has to have verified boot, which checks if the software is legit when you turn it on. Also, for updates since Android 11, it needs to have this cool A or B thing so updates don't mess up your phone. And all the files on your phone have to be encrypted to keep them safe. For how the system is built, it needs to be treble since Android 9, which makes updates easier. And since Android 10, it also needs mainline, which lets Google update parts of the system through the Play Store. For the videos, it needs to be able to play the newer types like HEVC and AV1. This makes video look good without taking up too much space. For memory, if it's a basic Android Go phone, it needs at least 2 GB of RAM. But for regular Android phones, it needs 4 GB or more to run smoothly. For storage, it either needs the file encryption we talked about or it has to use a special file system called ext4 or F2FS. So lastly, for updates, some important parts of the system get updated automatically through the Google Play Store thanks to that mainline thing. We have the OS base Linux kernel 5.10 plus. This is the core software that makes the whole system work. Think of it as the central intelligence or the brain. Runtime. This is what runs your apps like a video game console runs games. It needs to be a recent version to play newer apps well. We recommend use ARC13 Plus or newer. App architecture support. New Android phones can only run apps built in a modern language, 64-bit, Older language 32-bit don't work anymore on new devices. File system. Recommended use ext4 or F2FS. These are like the filing systems that keeps all your photos, apps, and other data organized on your phone's memory. Display support. This is about how sharp your screen looks. The higher the number, like 720p, the clearer the picture. Basic phones need at least 480p, but most need better. Graphics support. Recommended use OpenGL ES 3.2 Plus or Vulkan 1.1 Plus. This is like having a good graphics card in a computer. It's needed to make games and videos look smooth and detailed. Wireless connections or Bluetooth. Recommended use Bluetooth 5.0 Plus or newer. This is the standard for connecting to wireless headphones, speakers, and other gadgets. Newer versions are generally better and faster.
Advantage of Android OS. Open source Android is built on an open source platform allowing developers to customize and modify the operating system according to their needs. This fosters innovation and flexibility within the Android ecosystem. Customization. Android offers extensive customization options for users including personalized home screen, themes, widgets, and third-party launchers. Users can tailor their Android devices to match their preference and style. Diverse hardware option. Android is available on a wide range of devices manufactured by various companies, offering users a diverse selection of smartphones, tablets, and other devices with different specifications, features, and price points. App ecosystem. The Google Play Store, Android official app marketplace, offers a vast catalog of app games, utilities, and entertainment content. With millions of apps available for download, users can find application for almost any purpose or interest. Affordability. Android devices are available at a wide range of price points including budget-friendly option, making them accessible to users with different budget and preferences. So let me explain first before to proceed. Android is an open source platform that allows high customization and flexibility. It supports a wide range of devices from various brands, offering options at different prices. The Google Play Store provides millions of apps for various needs, and users can personalize their device with themes, widgets, and more. Its affordability and diversity make it accessible to many users.
Disadvantages of Android OS. First, fragmentation. Android fragmentation refers to the diversity of devices running different Android operating system versions and customized user interface by manufacturers. This can lead to compatibility issues, inconsistent user experience, and delays in software updates. Second, bloatware and pre-installed app. Some Android devices come pre-installed with bloatware, unnecessary apps, and manufacturer-specific software that cannot be easily removed. This can consume storage space, affect performance, and clutter the user interface. Lastly, lack of timely updates. Android devices may not receive timely software updates, especially for older or lower devices. This can leave devices vulnerable to security threats and limit access to new features and improvements introduced in newer Android versions. The OS has several disadvantages, including fragmentation, in which having such a large range of devices and custom Android versions that can cause compatibility issues with users.